Hello, my name is Sarah, and I will be doing a presentation on our website, Properties. Introduction: our website primary purpose is to simplify the process of buying and selling properties. Today we will shift our focus to the code and logic that underpins the platform. We explored the key components and functionality, offering valuable insight into how it works behind the scenes. And architecture, we used HTML, CSS, PHP, and JavaScript to provide a feature-rich, visually appealing, and secure platform for real estate services. These technologies work together in harmony to deliver a user-friendly experience, making it easy for users to navigate, search for properties, and access valuable real estate information. The first page we have is the homepage. Our homepage is built using structured HTML, offering a user-friendly experience. Key components include header, which display the website title, buttons for quick access to the login and registration page. Content, which features a welcoming message, a description of the website, and mission services. And then we also have a footer, which should display the copyright information. We also use Java functions to redirect login, to redirect users to the login page when the login button is clicked. And also we use redirect register to redirect the user to the registration page when the register button is clicked. These functions enhance user navigation. The second page we have is the login page. The login page is designed with simplicity in mind, using HTML and CSS to create an intuitive interface. Its key elements include header, login form, which contains input fields for username and password, as well as a sign-in button. We also have a PHP authentication and redirection. Upon form submission, PHP handles users' authentication by clicking credentials against the database. If authentication is successful, users are redirected to the homepage. If authentication fails, an error message is displayed, alerting users to enter a valid credentials. And then we also have a registration page. So the third page we have is the registration page, which plays a crucial role in allowing users to create their account on proper ease. It consists of several key components like a registration form, the heart of the registration process. This form collects essential user information. It includes fields to the first name, last name, email, username, password, and confirm password and account type. We use JavaScript validation to enhance the user experience and ensure that data integrity. JavaScript is employed for form validation. It checks if the user has filled out all the required fields, verifies email format, confirms password matching, and checks the password length. This client-side validation helps users submit accurate data, reducing potential error. You also have a PHP registration handling. Once the form is submitted, PHP takes over the registration process. It handles various tasks, including hashing the user's password to enhance security, storing the user's information such as name, email, and account type in the database, and ensuring that each user data is unique and not duplicated, redirecting the user to the login page upon successful registration, ensuring a smooth transition to the next page. Together, these components work together to provide a user-friendly registration experience while maintaining data security and integrity. And now we have database integration. So, Proper is utilize database to store and manage user data efficiently. Here's how it works. So we have database setup. We create a database. Proper is using an SQL command to store user related information. We have table structure within the database. We define user table with the column for user details such as name, email, username, house password, and account type. Data handling, user data is inserted into the user table using SQL commands when registration occurs. The integration ensures secure data storage and easy access for website functionality. We use CSS for styling. Our website visual appeal and responses are achieved through effective CSS styling. Now we have CSS classes. We've created CSS classes for different elements, ensuring consistent styling. For example, we have header, registration container, and login container have a unique styles. We have responsive design. Our CSS include media queries to adapt the layout of various screens. This ensures seamless user experience for both desktop and mobile devices. Key design elements. We've used background colors, padding, and fonts strategically to create an inviting and user-friendly interface. These styling choices enhance the overall aesthetic usability of the error handling. Our website effectively handles error using PHP. For example, error messages. PHP display clear error message when the issues arise, such as invalid form submission. Validation. JavaScript ensure users' input adheres to the required format, reducing potential error, such as password links and correct email format. Then we have user-friendly. Error message guide users towards correctiveness action, enhancing the overall user experience. And that was my part. Thank you so much.
My name is Jennifer Nguyen, and I will be presenting on the roles of the team. So, our team is made up of 3 people. Sarah led the charge on creating the basis of the program. She put up the whole entire skeleton structure, the outlines, the design. So she set the foundation for this entire project. And I coordinated all the efforts. So I basically took the code that each person worked with and integrated it into one cohesive whole. And then me and Tariq did some testing just to make sure that our website works properly. And then Tariq is the main video editor, as he will be the one putting together all of our clips and uploading it to YouTube, whereas I did some minor video edits to polish the presentation up. So we used the Scrum methodology. So the time frame, we had nearly 2 weeks to get this all done. There was frequent communication and feedback throughout our GroupMe page. We shared GitHub. We shared files. We checked each other's code over to make sure that everyone had followed the rubric. So everyone knew their roles and everyone took initiative on their parts. So with that, we had a smooth workflow. And so we were constantly incrementing and developing this program throughout the weeks. So in conclusion, we have our property website simplify real estate transactions. We use our tech stack that consists of HTML, CSS, PHP, and JavaScript. to work together to make a cohesive website that is able to bring a smooth experience for sellers of properties. And we have intuitive homepage login and registration pages that helps a user to easily navigate through the website. We use database integration with MySQL to take in the data that users have put in, store it in the database so that when they log in, we're able to securely bring up the data and get our users logged in. And we also have a responsive design with our styling in CSS. It looks pleasing to the eye. It follows the CRAFT design principles, contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. Error handling, we use PHP and JavaScript to do some form validations so that users don't submit blank forms. And in conclusion, we have a seamless platform because of all this work and effort. And then I will be doing a demo soon. Here's our website called Property. So we are in the business of making sure that you have an ease of an experience buying and selling your properties. So we are mainly focusing on the seller's dashboard. So the first thing we're going to do is register for an account. So I am just going to put my name in. And let's check the validations for a moment. So already we cannot leave any field blank. And let's see if we have an invalid email. We also cannot have invalid emails. So I am just going to go ahead and create a dummy account, Jennifer7, and let's make my password 12345. So already we cannot have a password that's too short. So let's add a 6 to it. And now we are redirected to our login page. So now we are at the login page. And so let's log in with the account that we just created. Okay, select seller and let's log in. Okay, so since we created a new account, we don't have any property listed. So we have a blank screen with a card that has a plus sign that allows us to add a new property. So if we click on this card, we are going to add a new property. And so I can put in an address, the age, the floor plan, the number of bedrooms, additional facilities, garden, parking, etc. So I am just going to exit out of this because I have another account that actually has all the properties listed. So I am going to feature an account that I've already created and load it with the properties. So let's log into this account. The password will be the same. And let's click seller. Okay, so here we are with some new property. Let's go ahead and add ourselves our new property. For the sake of time, I have already filled out the form. And so I've already cut out the clip where I filled out the form. And so we can show the photo to make sure that we have uploaded the right property. So here we are, we have a photo of this house. So now we are going to create this list. So then this directs us to the form where we enter the price of the property. So we go ahead and select the type of property that we're going to sell. So in this case, this will be a house. And so the house that we're going to sell is going to be $1 million home. So putting in the price automatically generates our price range that the house can go for in the market. So the bottom end that we're most likely going to be accepting will be the price that we set. And higher offer that we might want will be 20% of that price. So buyers can potentially see this price range. So we're going to go ahead and submit this. So this takes us to the page where we book our evaluation. So we are going to go ahead and choose our scheduling date. Let's check tomorrow. And we're going to hit schedule. And then this will send an alert saying, are you sure you want to schedule for that date? So we click OK. And now the page says scheduled successfully. Then we can go ahead and click. So we managed to land on our dashboard page after submitting the evaluation. So here's the newest property that we've added. So let's go ahead and check out this page. So here's the information on the property from our side. So we set it for $1 million. There's a picture that we uploaded, and here's the different information that we've put in. So we can just go ahead and choose to go back to our dashboard. And as we can see, our property is still there. So let's see what happens if we choose to delete the property. And so here we go. It automatically updates and our property has been deleted.
Hey guys, this is Tariq Fletcher. I was one of the testers and the editor for the project. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things to wrap up the project. We've already gone through the demo and the structure and the format of the assignment. So I'm just gonna go over a couple of key questions and conclude the project on a whole. So first off, I want to talk about the security measures that we took. Like what security measure or what security best or the best security practices that we followed. We prioritize security by measuring prepared statements to prevent SQL injection, hashtagging passwords, and storing sensitive data securely. We also sanitized user inputs and validated data. In terms of database interaction, how are database connections handled? So we established a secure connection to the MySQL database using MySQLi, passing credentials securely and using prepared statements to prevent SQL injection. So now what about like scalability? How scalable is this system? Did we like were we considering like performance when we made this assignment? Um, so yes, while like this system is more suitable towards small to medium scale applications, for larger applications, we would probably consider additional catching mechanisms, optimizing queries, and potentially implementing a more robust authentication methods. Um, so yeah, in terms of session handling, let's see there. So like how could we explain how the sessions are managed? The sessions were initiated with the session underscore start function, and upon successfully like logging in, we would set the session variables like $ underscore session all caps, then brackets username to track user sessions across the pages. And then like how would we redirect the logic, or how would we handle redirection based on the user types? So after verifying login credentials, we query the database for user accounts type. Depending on whether it's a seller or other account types, we would redirect them to their respective dashboards or pages. Sorry. So, the purpose of this project, proper ease simplifies real estate transactions. The architecture of the project was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all into one, and PHP. It was pretty much like a collaboration of everything that we learned throughout the semester. The homepage was an intuitive design and JavaScript aid navigation. We also had a login page where the PHP secures access through authentication. A registration page, JavaScript validates PHP registers. database integration with smooth data storage connection, as well as styling and CSS, a responsive design for great user experience. We had, in regards to error handling, PHP and JavaScript to manage errors effectively, and conclusion, we were trying to like provide an exceptional user experience and a seamless real estate platform. But yeah, this project was kind of like the pinnacle of everything that we learned throughout this semester. It was definitely the trickiest in regards to some of the features that we had to add into it. But like overall, I think this is probably the most useful project in regards to making our own portfolio of work whenever we're going into the workforce. But yeah, this was a really great project, and it concluded a really great semester for us.